today, let us work on few more things here. So the few more things would be like we'll practice questions. Okay. So when we are practicing question, I want you people to just, what is that? Talk about the same. I'll give the chances for you people, and I want you people to speak on the same thing. Okay. Right, guys. So yeah, I guess everyone could see the screen here. Yeah. So kindly see that. So we have the question like this. Describe a memorable trip you have taken, and possibly you can talk about the points here. Okay. So here they're asking what is the like what is that you need to describe a memorable trip here. Okay. So now let me share the this one another document. Just one second. No, Manush, not everything in capital letters. You should not write everything in capital letters. So no, I have given this thing in our this one listening section. So you should not write everything in your caps. Okay. Now, right. So I'm going to narrate here. So they're asking us what they're asking us describe a memorable trip. So when they ask something like this, so how do you generate the ideas and what are the things that you can present here? Today I'm focusing on your task achievement and I'll give you the tips here. In fact, so you can see here, they have given already. Where did you go and with whom you went? What did you do there? Why was this trip memorable for you? Explain how this trip impacted you or your life. That means what? Basically, when they're asking for a memorable trip. So, now, I have one question on memorable trip and memorable journey. Now, don't try to confuse journey and trip with the same. Journey is when you're starting from some point, okay, and when you're reaching some point, that process, that mid process, the process of you reaching the another point, so that phase is called as journey. Okay, so you should there you need to describe the journey, but here you need to describe your trip only. For example, if you go to so Manali, so there in Manali, how did you this one enjoy there, why that trip was very good, or why it is memorable for you, so that you need to present. But when we are talking about this, usually what happens, guys, questions in the last. Okay, because right now I'm explaining, when I'm explaining I may end up not looking at your question and I may end up not answering your questions also. Right, here we have memorable trip. And the memorable, huh? So memorable trip in the sense what basically here they are asking for a trip. So what are the things that you can take for? So let us take 5 W's and 1 H method. This is the called as ideation method. What we call it as? We call it as ideation method. And so what we'll do first, where did you go for trip? Okay. What was the purpose? I'm seeing, I'm giving you how you can generate the ideas. Because when this question is given, we just say that, I had gone to Manali. That trip was memorable because I enjoyed a lot. So I saw the snow peaked, this one, plains there. So that's the thing. Only we keep speaking there, because of which we start repeating also. And when we repeat our, this one, the beauty of the speech will go off. So we need to give varied ideas. When we are giving the varied ideas, we cannot give anything and everything here. So the thing that we need to present here would be what? So your relevant ideas to the trip that makes the task achievement wonderful here. Where did you go for trip? What was the purpose? Okay. So, and This one, what is that? Here, immediately after, where did you go for? Here only discuss the geographical location. Geographical location, you can discuss where it is located, what it is, whether it's a hill station or a plain or what it is, you need to present. What was the purpose? With whom you went? With whom you went? When did you go? When did you? Now, how was your stay there? So when you're saying how was your stay, here you people discuss where you where you stayed, okay? What places you visited, what places you visited, what did you feel, you feel when you visited the same, when you visited the places, okay? What kind of emotions, what kind of emotions, that means how you were feeling, okay? So those things you can repeat rather than only speaking this thing. When the question is asked, if you speak so many ideas, 9 to 10 different ideas you will be having to your this one. What is that? Your memorable trip. Don't you think 9 to 10 ideas for one speech is good enough? It is good enough, right? So this is the way you people need to generate the ideas. Guys, one more thing I'll say. Okay, ma'am has said this thing. So whenever we go for the exam, we'll be doing this. But do you think, guys, immediate, these are the first set of questions. So, yes, so yeah, I could see a lot of points has come out very good. That is what brainstorming should be done. This brainstorming should be self brainstorming, okay? But you cannot do this on the exam day. If you do it on the exam day, you can't even do this thing. It is not practical. Now, when you guys are practicing, take different topics, okay? Just start generating the ideas. Make a book. Start generating the ideas. Keep the points. Get yourself prepared. Okay, when this question is asked, I'll be speaking like this. When this question is asked, I'll be preparing like this. This preparation will help you to quickly get used to generating the ideas there. But yes, definitely, if you take this method on spot, you will go and speak. It will become very difficult if you would have not practiced. Okay. Now, the same question if they ask for journey. Describe the journey. Okay. The same thing you can use there. What? I mean 5 W's and 1 H method. What is that? Where and when you plan to go, plan to go, how you plan to go to that place, how you planned to go to that place. That means how, in the sense, what mode you went, okay? So then, who had accompanied you, who had accompanied you, whether you were solo or accompanied. There was someone with you, and then you describe the situation there. So you can describe, so where you had seated, okay? So then, so how was the uh, infra of the mode that you had gone, okay? Then what, whether you were traveling night journey or morning journey, what it was, you can see. So and then when they had given the breaks, that means stops. So you did you get down? Did you meet someone? Did you have something? So what kind of food you had in between? So what kind of scenic things you saw there? So all these things you people can speak. So that means what? Here also we can have 8 to 10 ideas just like that, isn't it? Now you people should focus now. Focus in the sense you should start taking what is that the ideas here. The next thing that we have here is what? Now let me talk about. I'll give one more idea, one more question. If they ask you to describe your native place, native place, or the dream place that you want to visit, or so your this one, what is that? The place that you would not like to visit, you would not like to visit, or your living place. So any of this thing related to place, what is that you can do here? I'm just giving you the ideas, guys, so that so you should apply the same technique to generate any other ideas. So here we can say that which is the place, the name of the place, okay, where it is located, the geographic condition, climatic conditions. That means geographic location, climatic conditions, and then infrastructure of that place, of that place. Infrastructure includes uh, the transport system, schools, colleges, hotels, the modern amenities. So, and then it could be hospitals, everything all together. So, comes under infrastructure. Then, famous people and famous things, famous things, famous food. So, culture, tradition, you can describe, and ultimately how one can reach that place. How one can reach that place. Okay? Now, it could be anything. This, or this. You need to describe like this only. Getting it, guys? We are using what, where, why, when, and which. And the next thing that we have, see, I'm just giving you the ideas, then I'll start asking the questions, okay? From 8 to 8:30, I'll just have the questions. We'll start speaking, okay? So now, another topic that we have, education system. When we have education system, or they may ask the questions like this: how is your education system? Okay, so can you describe your education system, or can you tell so how your education system is an idyllic education system? Like this the questions can come in. If it is a neutral question, until and unless they don't speak about the drawbacks, okay, if the question is not asking about the drawbacks, so you should always, what is that, so try to take this thing in a positive way. As I have said, our speech should be what, positive, and don't try to be very negative, no extremes, okay, no abusive words. Just one second, guys. No abusive words, and so nothing against so any this one, what is that, any person, creed, culture, custom, or anything. You have to be diplomatic enough here. So therefore, when we speak about education, when now if I start asking, so please describe our education system or describe your state education system, what you guys will do? Immediately we'll start with a negative thing. Our education system is not good. So it is very corruptive. So this one, what is that? So we don't have practical knowledge. So all these things we try to say. Why is that? No, don't tell like that. So don't use such kind of things. Rather, you can see that. So our education system is diverse. Why diverse? Because we have different levels of education system. So that means what? Elementary we have. I'm just giving you the ideas. Elementary we have, secondary we have, so pre-university we have, isn't it? Then university level we have, so post-university we have, that is PhD. And other than that, we have professional, we have professional courses, honors we have, then we have basic education we have. So then job oriented programs we have, job oriented education also we have, like ITI and everything. Basic is this BSc, BCom. So in that, the normal one, the basic. Honors means, so BSc honors in chemistry, BCom honors in economics, like that. Okay. Professional means all your engineering, so your this one, what is that? A medical, this one, what is that? Your law, all these things comes under professional studies. Okay. So therefore, so these are the things we have. Now, other than that, you can, this is what, in one or two sentence you can complete here. Then you can say the beauty of our education. Our system is so well known. Why? Because we have core syllabus for every class. That means whatever we learn in elementary is basically learned by students of other countries in the secondary level. Our math is very strong, our science is strong, our history. So every subject is very strong. And in fact, the language, when we speak about English language, it is also very this one, what is that? Strong. That means the kind of syllabus and the content of the syllabus is so well prepared that our students so basically find themselves eligible in other countries for higher studies as well as for work. So that is the reason, like we see that most of the Indians are working in different organizations. This is what, so basically we are talking about how is the system, what are the different things that we have here, so and how this is presented and how this is useful for our people, that means our kids and so our people. Okay, so these are the things that you need to include. That means we have lot many things to talk about positive, right, rather than talking about negative. But if they ask the question, what do you think you need to mend so in your education system? So now this is what you need to talk about, the negative things. But negative things, how you will be presenting? Yes, so we need to like we have certain things which actually we need to change. Actually it is not like wrong, you should say like this, give a very sweet covering statement. It is not a drawback, but however little modifications to our system so will help our system to education system to be number one. First and foremost, so we have many boards, hence, evaluating child's IQ level, and so what is that? Eligibility for higher education is less. Higher education is confusing. है ना? So some will be studying state board, some will be studying ICSC, some will be studying CBSE. So it will become difficult. So for them, because why? They study different syllabus, different things there. So therefore that there should be a common syllabus in our this one system throughout the country. The next thing, yes. So when we compare the portions or the syllabus is vast. Syllabus is vast, hence need to cut on them. Need to cut on unnecessary syllabus. That means need updation. Okay. And then even though practical education is presented, practical is there, but however, still efficiency in presenting practical education is very important. Okay. The scoring system should be changed. Scoring system and criteria need to be changed. Why you need to change, you can tell. Because scoring is very monotonous. So here, so we see that most of the students study to get the scores only. We need to have the test on their understanding and intellectual level. So therefore, our way of examination and so evaluation should be changed. Like this, these are the changes that we need to do. And also, we need to make sure that education for all at reasonable cost. It could be private or public. It could be private or public. In fact, the private system of education should be eliminated, should be completely changed to public system where eligible candidate get chance to study in any and every university there. For example, we have XYZ University where so a person can study only if he has great scores and great money, like Jindal University. Okay, so therefore, yeah, a student with a great score may not have money to enter into this university. So therefore, so on the financial grounds, so one need to be little more this one feasible. So like this, we are talking about the different things here. Now, guys, over to you. Now, yes. Yes, who will answer now? Yes, this question. Yesterday, few people had raised their hands. I had said them. I will be taking what is that? Okay, Sohel. So you can, yes. Start. Describe a memorable trip you have taken. Okay, so this is one question. I'll ask 5 people to answer this. Next question. Talk about a person who had a significant influence on your life. This is next 5 people I'll be asking. Okay, so now let me share. Yeah, guys. Now, Sohel, yeah. Start. First question. Okay. Yes. Supriya, can you please this one unmute? Can you give them the this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please unmute candidates? They want to speak.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Hi. Good evening. Yeah. Tell me. Yeah.
Ma'am, can I please look at the question, ma'am, that what you have asked?
Okay. I'll read out the question for you. Okay. Just give me a second. Yeah. Describe a memorable trip you have taken. Okay. You need to describe a memorable trip that you have taken. And what all you can talk about here is where did you go, with whom you went, what did you do there, what was the, why was this trip memorable for you? How did this trip impact your life? Okay, so that's the thing that you need to speak. Hmm.
Okay,
Chal.
ma'am. Well, today here I would like to talk about a recent trip that I have taken to
Mhm,
Manali with my friends. As
mhm,
as I have completed my graduation recently, as a
mhm.
stress buster, me and my friends after completing the
Yeah, so
graduation.
ahead 1 second, 1 second. So here I would like to correct one of the serious mistake. I guess most of the candidates will do this mistake, commit this mistake. What is that? Here I would like to describe a trip to Manali with my friends. Manali, so that means you're trying to say Manali and your friends is the place. Why? I would like to describe a trip to Manali with my friends. You went with your friends, right? Be very clear. So this is called as modifiers problem. That means so you're using the describers in such a way that the meaning of the thing is changing here. That means it is becoming your friends also become a place there. Okay, so Manali with my friends, no. So I would like to describe a trip so that I had with my friends to Manali. Okay, so place the right describers at right place. So that is one of the important thing, and it is checked. Okay, it is marked. So therefore be very careful. Okay, so yeah, now you continue. I'll be
Well,
correcting your mistakes there and then only.
okay, okay, fine, ma'am. Well, today here would like to talk about a recent trip that have been taken with my friends to Manali,
Mm-hmm.
and I vividly remember that we have enjoyed a lot. And uh, as we have completed our graduation recently, as we have been came under lots of stress, so as to as a stress buster, we have went on this trip.
Mm-hmm.
As Manali is 1100 kilometers far away from my state,
Mm-hmm.
so it's long distance. So we have went to Manali by train. As we have reached Manali, we have ourselves immerse ourselves in a serene surroundings. Apart
Mm-hmm.
from that, during the journey, we have encountered lots of breathtaking views. Apart from that,
Mm-hmm.
we have also encountered and embarked lots of different kinds of scenic beauties.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, once we have reached the Manali, the
Mm-hmm.
mountains are completely covered with snow.
Mm-hmm.
As we have went to Manali in winter season,
Mm-hmm.
the higher officials have strictly prohibited
Mm-hmm.
the to cross the Atal tunnel as
Mm-hmm.
due to the unpredictable weather, as due to the
Mm-hmm.
unpredictable adverse weather conditions
Mm-hmm.
in the Manali, where
Mm-hmm.
the temperature was and the climate was so freezing, and the
Mm-hmm.
flow was completely falling 24 by 7. And
Mm-hmm.
during night times, uh, during night times we have trek and hike
Mm-hmm.
over forest, and our, we have stayed in the tents and enjoyed uh, sitting around the fire camps.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
Right. So, Hell, so you have many ideas. The ideas are pretty good. Okay. The way it is expressed, we need to work on it. For example, I'll repeat whatever you said, but in a very tamed way, I'll be telling. Yes. So, as so I completed, I would like to describe a trip to Manali. So, which I had recently gone along with my friends. Actually, we had organized this trip because we just had completed our graduation and we just wanted to come out of the stress. So, hence, we thought like we need to have a break. So, to have a break, we decided to go to Manali because it is, we have heard that it was like it is a snow covered this one place, and it is 11,000 kilometers away from our place. The moment I reached Manali, so I was completely mesmerized with the picturesque view of the place because the place was cladded with snow covered mountains. So, and it appeared I was in heaven. Also, so I had reached this place in winters, hence we were overloaded with many warnings from the authorities there. However, so in spite of warnings, we kept ourselves very disciplined. We followed every recommendations and instructions given by the trip authorities, and not only that, so we even enjoyed every moment in Manali. We played in snow. We actually had a campfire in the night, and not only that, even we had so trekking, snow trekking. So in the evenings, so totally my experience was lifetime. So I would like to cherish this experience on and on. And yes, again, if I get a chance, I would like to experience this trip again. So that's what. So you can just present it. We are not repeating anything, but at the same time, we covered everything. Yeah. Otherwise, we had seen like lot many times. Yeah, it is beautiful. We saw it was good. So many times you had presented. So I just told like one of the best thing was like it was very beautiful. Like this, you people organize your ideas only. I presented. Okay, so kindly you guys need to work in this particular way. Yeah. Okay, guys.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
okay. Thank you, Soel. But
Thank you,
very
ma'am.
good. So you came out and spoke very nice. So now, Isha, you can speak.
Hi, ma'am. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Okay,
Mhm,
so the my memorable trip of
mhm,
uh, of my life is that the school trip that I went with my school friends and teachers when I was in the
mhm,
eighth standard. We
mhm.
went to Shimla. Uh,
One second, Isha. When I was in eighth standard, no, in the eighth standard. Okay. So you need to say, when I was in eighth standard, you went to a trip when I was in eighth standard. Okay. Continue.
okay, we started our journey by train from our hometown till Delhi.
Mhm,
After reaching
mhm,
Delhi, we shifted to the bus, and it was an
mhm,
overnight journey. Our first
mhm,
stop was Chandigarh. We freshen up
mhm,
there in there only, and
mhm,
after having the breakfast, we went
mhm,
to the Rock Garden, a very famous
mhm,
garden of Chandigarh. After
mhm,
that, we went to the water park there. We enjoyed
mhm,
a lot. We were enjoying with the teachers also. The teachers were also very
mhm.
behaving very frankly there, unlike the school,
Friendly or
unlike the
frankly?
classes.
Friendly.
So,
No, frankly. They were behaving very friendly. Okay.
okay,
Ah,
yeah. Um,
all right.
After enjoying so much in Chandigarh, there was one museum behind the water park. We
Mhm,
went in there also and saw the historical
mhm,
pieces, historical uh, uh, moments there, historical things there. Uh,
mhm,
After and stayed and stayed and spent our night there itself.
mhm,
The next morning,
mhm,
we went we left for Shimla. uh,
mhm,
we were in the bus only, and after
mhm,
reaching the hotel, we reached the hotel in the evening time. After reaching
mhm,
the hotel, we again freshen up and went to the mall road. It was
mhm,
very beautiful. We The Shimla is considered as the queen of hills.
mhm,
In the mall road,
mhm,
there was shooting going on of the film, and we saw that and experienced that thing also. And
mhm,
we enjoyed, me and my friends enjoyed the horse riding also, and
mhm,
had really tasty food of North India. Uh,
mhm,
Along with that, we went to the temple. I cannot remember the name of the temple, but
mhm,
yeah, we went there, and the funny moment happened there only.
mhm,
My specs was taken away by the monkey there,
mhm,
and and that was a very funny moment. I
Uh-huh.
When I gave him the juice, the at the time, he
Mhm.
gave me my back, my specs.
He
Uh,
returned.
he returned back my specs.
Mhm.
After the mall road, in the we stayed in the hotel, and in the next morning we left for the kufri. We went the kufri by the
Mhm.
horses, because
Mhm.
no cars or no
Mhm.
vehicle can go there. It was the
Mhm.
highest peak of Himachal, and there
Uh-huh.
was a temple. There was a
Mhm.
temple we saw there,
Mhm.
and the scenery was amazing there. I
Mhm.
can feel the nature,
Mhm.
because I
Isha,
live.
thank you. Thank you, Isha. So, yeah, so you have the one thing is you have many ideas. You're extending till the time we are saying stop. Okay. So, this is also one of the characteristic, guys, you people need to learn. That means you need to create speaking. Okay. So, till the time we ask you another question, this is out. Now, and you should not repeat also. She actually did not repeat the ideas, but here and there the words were repeated. So that's the good thing. But yes, so do we need to, Anirudh, do we need give more of the trip information or personal experience? It is your personal experience, na? Why the trip was memorable? So why the trip was memorable, in the sense you need to say why it was memorable. You need to create that picture. Okay, so if I'm listening to your story, I need to get that thing cynical, like Soel said, Isha said. I am just viewing that thing. Okay, I'm okay. So I like I'm just seeing how they enjoyed that. That kind of narration we need to have. Okay, so that is the thing. That thing both Sohel and Isha has done good. But so yes, you try to present complex sentences, because I could see, Isha, lot many, what is that, simple sentences we have. Okay, so make sure that if one sentence you are giving, you need to have multiple ideas in that. Okay, and also when you feel that okay certain things are repeating, you try to use different words, lexical resources you need to work on. Okay, so yes, definitely you need to be elaborative, but at the same time make sure that your elaboration should not be visible, like we say na. So when somebody dance, okay, we say, yeah, the dance should be done. You need to do very good steps. You need to do what is that dance very well, but your effort should not be seen in your steps, isn't it? When we see the effort there, what happens? The dance appearance will look something different there. When there is a effortless dance, what is happening? So you will see that that will be more beautified. In the same way here, you're presenting many ideas, very good, but let this many ideas be not like a pointers here. Okay, so you can say, yeah, so the next, like after completing a trip or after completing this one Chandigarh's trip, we headed towards Shimla, which is the queen of hills, which is considered to be the queen of hills. And yes, the moment we reached there, so I was completely mesmerized by the look of the place. So you can see in one idea, in one sentence, I this one, what is that, presented like 3 4 ideas what you conveyed in 4 sentences. Okay, Ishwa. So like this we need to work on. All similar ideas connect and give one idea there. Soil fillers will help, but too many fillers will spoil your this one. It's like we have a proverb, right? So yes, Rakesh, we need to speak until we are asked another question. Arini, I'll be taking the next this one of yours. Okay, so therefore that is the thing. Now, Harini,
Ma'am,
tell me about.
I have a doubt.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me, Isha.
Ma'am, like, what about my rhythm? Like, when they will listen to my audio
Oh yeah,
without
I
video.
could feel that energy. energy was there. I could see that excitement. I loved one thing in your speech, like you suddenly cracked a joke and you just what is that? You two laughed, and even like you made me to laugh there. So that means yes, this is the conversation we need. We are not presenting the interview. We are conversing. We are expressing. That is the brilliant thing that you did. Okay, so yeah, you need to pull in the person, like opposite person, into your speech. Okay, guys, this is the thing. Like you can note from this speech. Okay, so it was really good. I could see that energy. Yeah, there was a rise, a down, and everything was there. Yes, so we need like this. Isha, rhythm is perfectly fine.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Yeah. Now, Arini, yes, speak
Hello,
up.
ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah.
I would like to share my experience in my third year of my BTech.
Uh-huh.
Uh, yes, ma'am. Last year at the I think July 31st, we have
Mhm.
planned a trip to Raikal Waterfalls, which
Mhm.
is almost 40 kilometers from our college.
Mhm.
And so we are the friends of 10 members.
Mhm.
So we thought of going to the trip.
Mhm.
So because it is very near to the college, and
Mhm.
we can easily communicate with our college friends if anything happens. So we have
Commu-
planned to that.
Okay. Right. I got it. Communicate was right thing. Yeah. Tell me, Arini.
So on Saturday we have planned the trip, and
Mhm.
morning at 8 o'clock we have started from the bus stop, and for our friends, they are directly going to the waterfalls by the bikes. We are from
It was decided that a few of our friends plan to directly reach the waterfalls, while a few of us took bus, yeah, road transport to reach the place.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Mm.
Okay. So we have once we have reached the bus stop, then we
Mhm.
have boarded the bus and the bus started. But unfortunately, the bus we have taken was the wrong destination.
Mhm.
So at the midway, we have realized that the destination which we are going was wrong.
Mhm.
So we have stopped the bus, and the conductors told us to please drop in the middle. So we got down the bus, and
Uh-huh.
we have waited on the road almost for an hour to get
Mhm.
another bus.
Mhm.
So when we asked the local people, they said they showed us the direction. That was the first trip, and the local people showed us the direction. We are so happy for the helping nature of the people.
Mhm.
So we have boarded the another bus, and we got another destination. And there we have spoke to an auto, and we have got to the place. It was
Mhm.
actually a village. We need to cross the village for to go to the waterfalls. We have got to the village.
Mhm.
Then for our friends who got there before us, they
Mhm.
made the trips. So four members at a time, four members at a time on the three members at a time, three members at a time on the bike.
Mhm.
So we have placed the bikes at that place, and we have to trek for almost 2 hours to
Mhm.
reach the waterfalls. So it
Mhm.
was that was a rainy season.
Mhm.
So the unfortunately that day it was raining.
Mhm.
So we are totally wet, and we have trekked
We were drenched completely, drenched.
okay.
Mhm.
So we have trekked. After trekking, we finally reached the waterfalls. Actually, that was very beautiful waterfalls, and that was my first trip with my friends.
Mhm.
Actually, I have never gone to any trip. So I was very happy with the trip, and we enjoyed a lot for almost 4 to 5 hours. We
Mhm.
climbed to the top of the hill top of the waterfalls. We enjoyed the waterfalls, the
Mhm.
nature, the jungle, and the police warned us to not go into the deep into the waterfalls.
Mhm.
So we stayed up to there, and at evening, I think 5 o'clock, we thought to return. We did not have our lunch or anything. At least we did not have our water bottles. We left all our water bottles at near our bikes. So
Mhm.
we are so hungry and uh, thirsty. So after
Exhausted.
exhausted,
Mhm.
after 2 hours of trek at 6:30, we thought to came back, and again we have reached the bus station where we have find an hotel to eat, and then we have boarded the bus. So it was really an amazing experience with my friends. It was an unexpected trip. Before night we have planned to go to the trip, so we were
Just it
so
was
happy.
planned a day before we started. We had our trip. Okay. It was a suddenly planned trip, and we just planned it a day before the trip actually happened. Okay. So
Okay.
now, Arini, what first I need to tell you have, yeah, I'm finding very, what is that, happy myself. Why? Because you people have great number of ideas. Because many we see that will not have generate the ideas. This is really a wonderful thing that we have. But here I am trying to, I just experienced certain grammatical mistakes. So you need to focus especially on your prepositional uses. I'm seeing you using prepositions at a time, and tenses also problem there. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
please work on this, because this is very evident. Okay, so because this prepositional phrases and tenses are the important, what is that, things that we need to have for the right flow of sentence. You need to know when to use at, in, so all these things. Okay,
Okay.
and many times I'm seeing you're using two prepositions at a time. Never ever use two same parts of speech in the sentence, I mean together. Okay, so that sounds very this one, what is that, not grammatical. And also plan up the ideas, string the ideas. Like I said, for Isha, Sohel, everyone, instead of using simple sentences, telling three, four things at individually, try to view in or try to see when the different ideas together and present. For example, so you explained here, so your trip was memorable, you had a hurdle, so because you boarded wrong bus, and then you had to get down, then you have to take another bus, auto, and all these things in one sentence we can say. You can say that actually, so this trip is very memorable for me. It's not that I enjoyed this trip, but I did had faced many hurdles to reach the waterfall, because first of all we friends boarded different bus, and we were asked by the conductor of the bus to get down, in the midway, and from there, with the help of localites, so we boarded another bus, and that bus dropped us at certain place, and from there again we had to reach the nearest spot of the falls, so in auto, and from there our friends who had gone in bike, took us to the nearest spot, and we actually risked, because three people were rode, like three people rode on one bike there. So you can tell like this. Okay,
Okay.
take the string of ideas and connect it and try to explain the things there. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. So these are the things, guys, you need to keep in mind. So that means what? Everything matters. Your expression matters. Your this one, what is that? I could see the this one. What is that? The rhythm in this one, RNA speech also. Okay, good, guys. So like this, you people need to speak out whenever you are working on. Right, guys. Now, yes, you people start asking your queries now. So the board is for you. So asking me all the queries that you have with regards to this speaking. Yeah. Yes, Anirudh. Tell me, Anirudh.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm audible.
Yeah, Anirudh. Very much.
So I would like to tell about my trip, ma'am. This was a story when I completed my fifth class, fifth standard, and school decided to give her a surprise trip to Goa. There was me
Now you
who could only communicate.
Anirudh, you can start, because yours is
Ma'am.
a recent trip, isn't it? What you can do is,
Yes, ma'am.
you can say that, yeah, so I would like to get back to my school days and narrate a trip. So that was very exciting to me when I was just 10 years old. I guess fifth standard means 10 years old, you may
Yes.
be. So
Yes,
10
ma'am.
years old, because so my school people had arranged a trip to Goa, and that too, so they had options for middle school students to join, because fifth means it is middle school students. Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
like you create the story, create the scenario there.
Okay, ma'am. So,
Okay.
there was me who would only communicate in English and Telugu. I didn't know
Uh-huh.
much of Hindi to communicate. So
Uh-huh.
as I reached the bus stop to board the bus, I was terrified and also eager to go. So I
Mhm.
was there crying. My mom was
Mhm.
there beside, and she's like worried, like, do you
Mhm.
want to go or not? What do you
Mhm.
want to decide? I was like, I don't want to miss the experience, but I also want you. But
Mhm.
so after 10 minutes of argument, I finally boarded the bus.
Mhm.
We had the night journey to Goa. It was around 35 to 20 people in, so 35 to 40 in each bus. There were seven
Mhm.
buses in total.
Mhm.
So I not only enjoyed, like, got confidence to speak to others, to interact with others, and
Mhm.
manage myself with budget and everything, but enjoyed Goa for a
Mhm.
week, which is very memorable to me.
Okay, you can say that. I basically find it very memorable because at that young age, so I actually realized my responsibility of keeping myself safe by not enthusiastically getting into the problems, and also I even learned, so I even for the first time learned how to use the given money by my parents wisely. So during my 1 week trip, okay, and more than
Okay,
that,
ma'am.
so the waters of the place, the waters of the Goa, so the culture, tradition, so that I experienced, and especially my stay with my friends and school teachers actually made me to remember this trip always, and I always want to experience this again, so back in my life. Okay, so like this, you give just a sugar coated sentences to end your this one now. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, then it was good, Anirudh. Yes, guys, anyone with any queries here? Yes, right. Tabisha, so I'll be asking you question tomorrow. So, but yes, uh, yeah, like just ma'am, do we give a trip information? Okay, just 1 second. I'll answer the question. Okay, right. No questions, guys. Right. No questions for the day.
Ma'am, I have just dropped the question.
What if we are not aware about the particular topic? You should prepare and go. We should be, that's the reason I say, like, what is that? We need to prepare on the vast number of ideas. And see, when you start preparing on few of them, now automatically then your mind will be in an active position. It will generate the ideas. Okay, we have certain things. So in your handouts, we have given the topics. Okay, so that basically what all they will be asking. So you guys, what is that? Prepare on those things. Okay. You need to prepare on vast topic. We can, when we know that they are going to ask, we need to prepare. For example, on sports, they will be asking. You need to prepare yourself. I can't say that I don't like sports, so I'll not speak there. We cannot give that answer also. We don't like sports, so we'll not be asking. So that cannot be done. Okay. You should prepare.
Ma'am, do they repeat the question?
Once it is good to ask the question, but every time for every question you keep asking, like, can you repeat, or so can you tell the question again? So that will be a drawback for you guys. Why? Because it is recorded. It gives the impression that you're not understanding at first go. Right? Jeevan, ma'am, in reading test need to cover 3 passages, but how to manage time? That's what the techniques. Go to the questions first, read and understand the questions, and just your reading to answer the question, not the entire passage. We don't want to retain any information on the passage from the passage. That's the reason. So you need to go to the question first, understand the question idea. So you need to locate that question idea using scanning process, and then you need to answer. Right? And Premchand, where we can get all materials? So in your portal. Okay? Right. Okay, guys, I'll hand over to our Rakesh. See, it's all generic. I said yesterday, right? It is all about yourself. Anything and everything they will be asking. And one who had given exam say it's better to write in capital letters. Manush, why let us try to, what is that? Be keep ourselves according to the English rules. Okay, let us not go by the people who have given the exam. Let us go by our experts. And in fact, so I would like to give you one hint here. You try to take up the British Council books, like, which is published by British Council, IDP, and Cambridge. They are the test makers and test evaluators. You can see that in the behind. So you can see they will be giving the answers, and see that their answers are not in the capital letters. They follow the rules and regulations of English language. So therefore, I guess you people need to showcase that you do follow, you know the rules and regulations of English language. Okay? Right. In multiple choice question, I'm facing problem. So yes, so you should attend again the reading session, Atul, Arshita, so that, what is that? You can have the detailed class on the same. Okay? Right. Paper based. I said the paper based is good when compared to computer based. Thank you, guys. Supriya, over to you, dear. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Yep. Okay, guys. How many of you have any queries for me? Okay, you can just ask me. You can ask me any queries that you have, guys. Otherwise,